You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm the lucky one. How dare you? Those are the words of 15-year-old Greta Thunberg, a Swedish activist who reminded us all what exactly is at stake due to the climate change crisis. Thunberg opened the United Nations Climate Action Summit with an angry condemnation of world leaders for failing to take strong measures to combat climate change. After this, Greta can be seen glaring at US President Donald Trump. Trump later tweeted out and mocked the teen icon. He said that she seemed like she was looking forward to a bright future, which is exactly what the climate activist is saying we won't have unless we tackle climate change. Let's listen in to her speech, which has now gone viral.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering, people are dying, entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?
This is our darkest hour. The science is clear. We're in the 6th mass extinction event, and we will face catastrophe if we do not act swiftly and robustly.
Breaking news as Hurricane Irma continues to show no mercy.
Just a hellstorm.
We, in alignment with our consciences and our reasoning, declare ourselves in rebellion against our government and the corrupted, inept institutions that threaten our future.
On the edge of collapse.
We call upon every principled and peaceful citizen to rise with us.
We refuse to bequeath a dying planet to future generations by failing to act now.
We act in peace. With ferocious love of these lands in our hearts, we act on behalf of life.
This is the call to arms that has inspired thousands worldwide to join Extinction Rebellion's colourful brand of civil disobedience. In protest against a lack of action on climate change. Their message is clear: act now, or future generations will suffer.
Well, here in South London, people of all ages are soaking up the atmosphere at an Extinction Rebellion festival, including those who have the most to lose from climate change.
What could we do to make our air clean again?
Fossil fuels. We should stop using them.
Ban all non-eco-friendly commercial advertising.
I'm concerned because I want a future, and I want a future for my little brother. He's only 5, and I'd like him to reach the age of 30 without having to worry about the climate crisis.
And what about those who don't care? What do you say to them?
It's your future. Why don't you do something?
Today's youth activists are more connected and more aware of the risks of climate change than any previous generation. Inspired by climate activist Greta Thunberg, these kids are determined to have a say in their future.
The children are the people who will be affected by this. The children are the people who are growing up in this world with all this pollution and cars.
As tensions in the climate crisis grow, the rise of youth activism looks set to continue.
Children know about these things and that they do actually care, and it should be everybody who's listened to, not just adults.
And despite the gargantuan task ahead of them, these kids have hope that they will succeed where previous generations have failed.
I hope that climate change in the future is going to be something that is in a book of myths that grandparents can tell to their grandchildren about how a group of activists that realised that change needed to be taken saved the planet, and we need to make our stand and make sure that our voice is heard.
Becky Anderson, CNN, London.
Yeah, on the one hand, Donald Trump does have this history of playing hooky when it comes to meetings on climate change. Most recently, he didn't turn up to one of the G7. So does he get credit for just showing up, even though, you know, he clearly struggled to pay attention?
It might have been an attempt to grab some attention away, but I mean, the bottom line is the policies. And this, you know, administration has dismissed global warming. They've increased the use of fossil fuels, and there's no question that they're very hostile towards, you know, Greta personally. So I don't see any difference. It was good, I guess, he showed up, but it's again the policy that matters, and you know, I don't see any change at all in this in the Trump administration's policies.